Hi, my name's Adrian White, and that sweep at the end of that was a little bit ambitious. I don't think I quite nailed that, but that's okay. That's not really what we're here for today. If you've seen my other psychobilly tutorial, this one links together with it to a degree, but if you're familiar with basic chord stuff for that style, you can probably keep going without checking it out. If you do want to look at it, I believe it's called Psychobilly Blues. You can't see my face, probably a good thing. Anyway, I'm going to do a really quick lesson on the things that I was just doing in that video. I'm not going to get into too much detail. I want to do it all in 5 minutes, but I'm just going to give you a quick run through of some of the ideas I was using. The main thing that I think really characterizes a really cool psychobilly solo is using what we would call targeting tones. So what I've done, take an arpeggio. So go learn your arpeggios. This is a minor. That's a minor 7 arpeggio based on a minor chord, so a bit like a power chord, and then that finger bars right across. Alright, now once you've got your minor arpeggio down, or your minor 7, actually was what I was using there, you then target those tones from a note back or below. For example, okay, so it sounds like some really complex scale, and in the end it kind of is, but what we're doing is we're just coming from a step behind. You can do it from a step ahead, so you could go, very challenging. Ugh, don't know what I was doing there. But yeah, you can do it from a step ahead, so take your shape. You can do the same thing with the full minor scale. You might want to learn your minor scales. So I'm going to keep to the lanes here. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. 1, 3. Shift here. 1, 2, 4. We shift back up. 1, 2, 4, 1. So if you could follow what my fingers were doing there. If you can't, seriously, go look it up. Go learn it. This isn't a beginner minor scale, major scale lesson. This is for psychobilly. So that was probably the main thing I was trying to get across there in that solo. So take some scales and play around with using those accidentals, we might call them. Yeah, but what you're doing is you're targeting the tones that you want from one step above or below. The other thing that I was kind of doing there a little bit was, well, I guess the arpeggios, which I've already touched on. The other arpeggios that if you learn your root 6 minor arpeggio, what I did at that point when I went was I actually used a C minor chord. Alright, so again, learn your bar chords, and then I just slid into all the tones from that arpeggio, and that was just a straight C minor triad there. 8th fret, right across. Alright, and that was over the second part of the Psychobilly Blues, the 4 chord, you might know it as. Alright, so 2 things so far that we've talked about. 3 minutes, I'm doing good for time. So 2 things that we've talked about. Targeting tones and using arpeggios. They really go hand in hand, and it's very useful to know both. Having said that, the targeting tones you can use with major scales. You can do it with a major scale. Let's do the basic C major. Alright, now, so we might go, yeah, that sounds really cool. I just played a step back from every tone. Ended up doubling on the B natural for your theory heads there. I did. Guilty as charged. But that's all. There's some things I want you to try playing with. Yeah, I mean, one really cool simple lick I can show you. So if you're not getting a lot out of this video, you can try this. Over any root 6 minor, you've got your last little triad. You might want to use 2 fingers. Alright, really cool. Sounds kooky, sounds psychobilly, and it's fun. It's funny because psychobilly is almost a branch of punk, but to hit these kooky tones, you know, it really helps if you know some of the rules, because then it makes it easy to break them. That saying really does work with this sort of stuff. But thanks for watching, and check out some of my other videos, and of course share this around to your friends who play this kind of stuff. Good luck!